everyone, welcome to class. Today's pose tutorial is upward facing dog. So this is one of those poses that we see in almost every class we take, and just like a lot of the other poses we see commonly, we kind of take them for granted and end up doing them in ways that maybe isn't optimal for our anatomy. So today we're going to break down up dog and make sure that we're doing it correctly, safely, and in a way that actually enhances our practice and doesn't break down our body over time. Always a good thing, right? So up dog and cobra often get confused, and we kind of think they're interchangeable a lot of times. Even if we don't think they're interchangeable, our bodies sort of like cheat them one way or the other depending on, on what we're doing, right? So up dog is similar to cobra in that we are opening the front side of the body, but not at the expense of our spine, in conjunction with the muscles in the back. So we're not just compressing the spine to throw our bodies forward in up dog, but we're using the muscles in the back, we're engaging them, we're strengthening them, we're recruiting that strength in order to open the front side. So what I see a lot in up dog is very similar to what I see in cobra, which is we end up doing this. Just popping straight up, opening the front body, coming down. So again, what I see in up dog a lot is also what I see in cobra. Push straight up and come down. And we're using more arm strength than anything else. And again, we're sort of not doing our back any favors there. So for up dog, what you want to do, we'll start down here, forehead down. The hands in up dog are going to be a little bit below the chest because we're going to straighten the arms eventually. So as you come up to up dog, you're going to kick into the tops of the feet, engage the lower half, so engage the legs, tuck the tailbone slightly, draw the belly in, pressing into the hands, kick into the feet so hard that the legs kind of float above your mat. You're moving the chest up towards the sky and pressing your body away from your mat. Knees down and take it down. So we're going to break that down a little bit slower this time. So again, one of the common things I see too, and the difference, I think explaining the difference between cobra and up dog is more helpful than just breaking down the poses, because then you know exactly a little bit more about the intricacies of what you're doing. So in cobra, the elbows stay bent. The elbows stay bent and the torso is the only thing that moves. In full up dog, the whole body comes away from the mat except the contact points, meaning the feet and the hands. So cobra, the elbows stay bent, the torso comes up. Up dog, the elbows lock out and the legs float above the floor. So rolling the shoulders back, you're doing very similar movement to what you do in cobra. The upper rib cage is going to move forward as you lift up. But this time the hands are further back and you're going to press all the way up so that the legs float. And take it down. So I'm going to give you a little bit of a kind of a warning, a little exclamation point here in the triangle symbol. If you have back problems, I would generally stay away from doing up dog very often. Cobra is a good modification for up dog in my case, in my opinion, because you can modify it easier. If you can't do full up dog because your back bothers you or other things bother you, your neck is bothering you, go ahead and take cobra, just lower your cobra. So think of up dog as a progression to cobra itself. So we're going to do it one more time so that you can kind of get it ingrained. And I know we're also talking about cobra in this tutorial, but I do think it's important because it builds, one builds on the other. So cobra, if your back is bothering you, you can do the tiniest baby cobra and take it down. You can add on to that cobra by coming up. Up dog requires so much more strength, so much more flexibility, because you have to come all the way up and the legs come off the mat. So really consider up dog the full progression of that type of back bend, and only do it if you really feel like your body is ready for it. But the main difference between cobra and up dog is that lift of the lower body, and it requires a little bit more strength. So be very careful when you're practicing it. Know the difference, move slowly in your practice so that you don't hurt yourself and so that you're aware of all of these little differences that you can make the most of your yoga. Anyway, that's your pose tutorial for up dog. I'll see you right back here next time.